Senior Presidential Director. We have Bart Smyth. He's actually in Sweden. He's coming to us from Sweden. He lived there for several years and he's just moved back to the US, but he's over there with his son now, I believe. And Bart actually has no network marketing experience. And same thing, he's got himself to the top of the comp plan by consistently and persistently working his business. Bart, are you there?
I'm here.
Fantastic.
See me? Hear me?
I can hear you. There you are.
Thank you, Onyx, and thank you, Javi, because now I know what happened in my back office. I'm the epitome of I would say ignorance on fire, but with a great desire, right? And my background is I'm in the healing arts, martial arts, and I've been a extreme sports fan and participant. So I came to the Life Wave as after a prayer because I'd lost all neurological feed to my left leg, collapsed in the middle of the street in Dubai. And with the quantum work that I do, I was able to get myself going, but I was on the edge all the time. And I'd like to share a few things with you and what I share with my group. And Lumeria, thank you, Lumeria, that was great. And I ran into something else that with consistent and diligent approach, we have the support of the universe with us, like Peter was saying. And my practice with meditation and the laws of attraction, stuff like that, I've always used them since '87 and quite consistently, yet this has brought something that's straight out of the Bible. It's, be thankful for things unseen. And May McCarthy's book, The Path to Wealth, came into my life 8 years ago. Now, consistency proves that, or gives me confidence in anything. So I try everything. I give every art I do or whatever time to see the value. And I got that value from May's work. And then my leg went out. And then I wrote the letter. And then I met Onyx a month after I wrote the letter because I'd done stem cell injections. I'd done 8 years of spending like $350 a month with products to regenerate my stem cells that I don't know if it worked or not, but it didn't work enough. And then a month later, I meet Onyx and I get this X39. And now my story, I blew my knees out skiing. I blew my hips out skiing. I was a racer and I was the kind of kid that took any jump that you could see, and landings weren't always known. And so I really blew some bones in the wrong direction. And nobody's been able to get my hips under my shoulders. None of my therapists, my trainers, or anything like that. So 3.3 years later, my hips have regrown. They've restructured. My martial arts completely changed. I hadn't even felt the inside of my hips for 50 years of training. I'm 67. My arthritis is gone. I just had my eyes tested. And 3 years ago, my eyes were better by what I do. And I asked the doctor, I said, well, I had cataracts and it seems better. And she goes, oh, you don't have to worry about it. They're not too bad. They're just starting. And 2 days ago, I went for my eye exam here in Sweden and they go, you don't have any cataracts. So I've had 9 traumatic brain traumas and injuries. And what I wanted to say is thank you all first, because my New Year's resolution, because of how I feel now, I started back at the beginning of all my martial arts training, and meaning back when I was, like 26, I started Kung Fu. I had a lot of other martial arts before that, but I got really diligent in Chinese martial arts. So I decided I'm going to reprogram myself with a new intent and new possibility. And I wanted to become somebody who's very skilled at this industry. And with that, I've learned so much from all of you tonight. And so thank you. And what I feel so confident about is that this is for others out there that have had injuries that have changed your life. And my injuries changed my life, but I kept going because of my discipline and training. But to come back to a place where I am now and share that with people is how I built my business. And now I'm back to a place where I feel with David's patch, I've got all new cellular development. My DNA has changed. I feel like I have a clean slate to rebuild with. And so I would just like to put that out. And how I built this business was really following Onyx. And thank you, Onyx, because it's not that I haven't been approached and used network marketing products. So I don't want to sound like I'm a total novice, but I always was like, stay away because the push and the hype. But Onyx had a confidence and a coolness with me that she just said, Bart, this is whatever you want to do with it. I'm here to support you. And she kept her word. I took it back to Sweden, where I am now, and I started sharing it with people. And the first woman I gave it to, who had been in a terrible accident and had stomach surgery where they removed the stomach, and she had a metal plate in her arm. In 9 days, she had lost 4 dress sizes. Her pain level, as she said, went from a 22 to a 9 instead of a 10 to a 1. And she wanted to show me that she could do pull-ups for the first time in a very long time. So I got very excited. And what I've done is I've just moved from my heart. And my why has always been in my therapy or anything I do is to not only be successful for myself, but to watch others be successful. And that's what Onyx made sure I was. And I followed her leadership. 331, we were doing 553 or whatever came across, in the beginning, we were just really getting it out to everybody I knew. And what happened for me was because I wasn't a professional at this, I hadn't even really looked at my back office. I'm a little embarrassed to say, but Onyx contacted me after about 3 months and said, Bart, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, you got 36 people in one leg and nothing in the other. I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, let's go into your back office. And so I look in the back office and she shows me that there's another leg I have to build. And I go, oh no, because I used all my clients. I didn't take it to my clients. I took it to all my friends. And none of my friends said they wanted to do the business. And I just said, that's cool. This is really magic. I want it for you. And most of them did the business. So that's why I'm here. But I used this technology, and it's May McCarthy again, the Path to Wealth. And we just did a training, my first in LifeWay for this. I use it in my other corporate trainings and things like that too. But I wrote in my letter, thank you that my LifeWay business is balanced, the legs are balanced, and everybody feels safe, secure, and successful. And I've become a good leader in this industry. Now, that's how I wrote that right away at the beginning. And then about, I'd say 3 months ago, Ariana Jill, who's a very close friend in Florida, and I live in Boca now, Boca Raton, Florida, here for Christmas. Ariana looks at my back office and goes, Bart, you're supposed to have 66, 30, 33 on the legs. I go, you're right. I was wondering, what? It's like, I got 2,000 people, 2,196, and I have 1,870 or something like that, right? And go, how did I get them like that? So then I wrote in my letter, thank you that my legs are the right ratio of 66 and 33. I kid you not, in 3 months, it's like 4,800 and 2,900 or something like that. So this has been magic, it's intention. And I think that, like we've talked about before, what we say, we create, what we focus on, we create. And I really love the information you guys were given. I've got a lot of notes. It completely changed my talk by listening to everybody. But really, this patch has an information that's carrying that information, and the creation and the power of creation that we are and we come with. We're clearing all those blocks with the new cells. And that's an exciting thing that people, I went through when bones and nerves started reconnecting. There were those inflammatory responses, but I've just stayed with it, and it's been magical. But we do have that assistance of the energy and the light and the current that's coming through. So this is what I want to share. And it's very late here, and I'm very happy. I'm very energized. I'm glad that Javi was there before me. It was like he got me on fire, dude. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bart.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And I look forward to seeing you again when you come back to Florida.
Thank you.
And I want to send out, I got a text message. I'm getting text messages from everybody, y'all. But Carmen and David, they're like, Onyx, we're only one on the Zoom, but we're actually 25 people are here watching. And she sent me a photograph of all of them sitting together, enjoying this day. What a special, special day we've had so far.